Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking another look at one of the brand new Lego Jurassic Park sets. This is one of the sets that comes out on June 1st, 2023. I was able to get some of these early. And so I'm going to be taking a look at some of them. I've already done a video about the Dilophosaurus Ambush set, which is a $20 set, which I have a feeling is going to be the best value out of all of these new releases, but I did want to take a look at some of the other releasing sets as well. So in this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Jurassic Park 30th Anniversary Triceratops Research Set. This is set number 76959. It has 281 pieces, and I paid $50 for this set. Now, I kind of talked about it in the Dilophosaurus Ambush thing. The price per piece count for these new sets feels really out of whack, and part of that is because there's either brand new molded dinosaurs or recolors or all sorts of stuff. So there's a $130 set that I think has 600 or 700 pieces, maybe up into the 800, but it's still, that feels really strange. And there's an $80 set with like 500 pieces, I believe. This is a $50 set with 281 pieces. And then there's the $20 set, the Dilophosaurus Ambush, which is $20 for 211 pieces. And then there's the 4+ set for the Raptor Escape, and I can't remember how much that one retails for. But either way, I'm really excited to take a look at this, particularly this Jeep here, and also see the dino. And I'm also just very grateful I was able to get these early. I'm not in the Lego Ambassador Network. I don't get press kits. I don't get anything for free. I pay for these with my own money. So I thought I would just, disclose that if anyone's curious of how I was able to get this and some of the Star Wars stuff and whatever else early. So either way, in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this all together, and then I'm going to review the set. So while I build this, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to give my thoughts. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so that is this Lego Jurassic Park Triceratops Research Set. This is pretty great. It's interesting. I have some thoughts. And I'll just show, like I did the last time, at the back of the instructions, we do get a look at all of the other sets releasing. Dilophosaurus ambush right here, $20 set, 211 pieces. Triceratops research, that's this set, $50. This Brachiosaurus set is $80, and this T-Rex Velociraptor fossil kind of entrance pavilion is $130. And I can't remember what the 4+ set is price-wise, but either way, that's a look at all the new ones releasing for the 30th anniversary. First thing I will make note of here is the fact that the dinosaur came in paper bags. This is kind of the first time I am getting paper bags, I think, in a Lego set. I know they've been thinking of transitioning or been working on transitioning, and I've been getting the little notification kind of what would I call that? The little fold-out notification pamphlet thing saying that they're going to transition for a while, and I was wondering what set would be first. Of course, this is just for these big molded pieces for the dinosaur here, but they did come in paper bags. Interesting for the Dilophosaurus ambush set, that was just loose in the box. It was not in one of these paper bags. The rest of the pieces, however, for this set were in the normal plastic bags, and I welcome the change whenever it's officially transitioned over to. But this is also the first thing we will take a look at, which is this Triceratops. And I can't, forgive me, I don't remember if this is a new mold or like a new design, or if it's a recolor. I think it is, some of it is new. So, the reason I think that is that, so for this head, for example, the horns here are kind of a softer plastic, more of the rubbery one, not like super bendy, but a little bit. So that's a little different. And that's true on the smaller horn here too, and a little bit on the mouth has kind of that rubbery feel to it. But this dinosaur is 4, 5, 6 different parts, and wow, does it look good. At first, when I was putting the legs on, I didn't realize that the hind legs were slightly different than the front legs there, and I put them on wrong. But big old piece for the body here. The tail is all part of it. It does not have any of like the rubbery stuff here or any point of articulation on the tail there. All the legs can move independently, and they feel very, very sturdy, very robust, really, really nice. The color, the printing on this is excellent, I would say. I think this looks really, really good. 6 studs on the back so that we could, you know, mount a minifigure on there or whatever else. And so this is lovely. The head is exceptional. It's a really, really good mold, really, really good print. Love this head. The details are really, really nice. The horns are nicely done. It can bend down a lot, go up, you know, to a certain point, and it can rotate all the way around. So you can get like a really expressive Triceratops here, I would say. And I would wager, you know, this might be able to stand on its own on just 2 feet, potentially, as if it was bucking up, but maybe not. Might be a delicate balancing act, but these feet can be studded down, and I think this is really good. Now, I am kind of hyper aware that this is an quote-unquote expensive inclusion, and it's one of the reasons, or maybe the big reason, why these sets have sort of the weird piece counts compared to how much they cost. And I'm trying to think about how much, you know, this is worth by itself, and I'm not really sure I can confidently say it. It may be $15, it may be $20. I think in my mind, for a dinosaur toy like this, of this quality, whether it's Lego compatible or not, you know, 10 maybe feels like it makes sense. So then I have to think about all the other elements of the set here, but even whatever this is worth, I think this is really, really well done. And unlike the Dilophosaurus, that one's all like fixed. There's no posability except for maybe the jaw. This one's jaw is all molded on together, but there is articulation in the head and all the legs, which I think is really, really good. And it just feels great in hand. It looks great. I think it looks better than brick-built ones. I think the scale of it is pretty good. I'll just grab a minifigure here. I think the scale makes a lot of sense, and that's really, really nice. So I'm very, very happy with this. And the eye is really, really nice. All the shaping is very, complex in where it flares out and where it has little dips and everything. And I think that's pretty fantastically done. So I'm very, very happy with this Triceratops figure here. We'll take a look at the minifigures here. The first one we'll take a look at is Ellie. This is who is this played by? Shoot. I can't remember her name right now. Okay. Laura Dern. Shoot. Laura Dern. Okay. So this is Dr. Ellie Sattler, Laura Dern. I'm not sure if this is exclusive necessarily. I think this color for the top is slightly new or updated. Nice detail for kind of some wrinkles and maybe some smudges and some mud or dung on Ellie here. I really love this hairpiece. It has kind of like the French braid at the back is really, really nice. The indication of a waist and hips here is very good. Nothing on the arms. The belt is all on the midsection. That's well done here, and I think this torso print is really good. I'm not sure what color the undershirt's supposed to be, so I can't really speak to the opacity of it, but I think that's really nice. And then we do get some printing on the legs, which these aren't dual molded or triple molded or anything. And they don't have printing on the side, which I think would have been really nice to kind of further, because I believe that she is wearing shorts, and then has maybe her skin tone there of her legs, and then is wearing socks and boots here. But really nice figure, and the back of the torso has really good detail as well. And we do get an alternate face, so we have kind of the more concerned face that I just showed, and we have kind of the more content face here. So I'm not positive if this is exclusive. I think it may be, but either way, pretty good figure. I think the legs could be a little bit better, but for what it is, it's pretty good. And then next we have the minifigure for Dr. Ian Malcom, the Jeff Goldblum character. This is really, really nice. It's the all black, very open, unbuttoned shirt here. We get the peak of the necklace and the chest area. Glasses are nice. Face print is nice. Does look like Jeff Goldblum. I think this is the appropriate hairpiece. For this character, the belt is on the torso. There's nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs, nothing on the arms. Back is very, very what to be expected, I would say. This is nice. I think it's pretty similar to the one that comes in the T-Rex breakout diorama, but that one is maybe more like covered in mud or something. So it does look slightly different here, and is more supposed to look like the shirt is wet. In this scene, it is not. So it's nice to have kind of different versions of these characters from the movie. And we do have a different face for Ian Malcolm, a little happier here and a little more puzzling there. So cool. The next thing I will show is kind of the side build. And if you are familiar with the movie and what the Triceratops research scene is about, they feel the Triceratops to see if she's, pregnant, which they thought wouldn't happen. And there's also, I think Ellie notices that in the dung there are plants, byproduct from the dinosaur that weren't maybe compatible with the dinosaur's actual period of existence. There was maybe plant life on Jurassic Park from an era that is maybe several eons separate from when the Triceratops actually existed. I believe I have that correctly. So anyway, there's a large pile of dung. I believe a 1.1 character sort of, picks through it or whatever else. So that is this, and it's nice. It's got some different browns and stuff. We get a little bit of floral element here, and of course, and I don't know if every Jurassic Park set is going to come with this, because the Dilophosaurus did, and they used it really smart for the shaving cream or aftershave, the Barbasol. And this one we have a brown frog piece here as part of the dung pile, I believe, which is really, really great. And I'm pretty sure the Brachiosaurus set also has a frog on the base of the tree, and I'm not sure if there's a frog in that bigger set with the T-Rex and the kind of pavilion area. I would hope that there is one. It's interesting because it's a piece that Lego designers like to hide in other sets and use in interesting ways, but it has kind of a fun, I think, canonical thing, because part of the deal with Jurassic Park is they kind of wrongly took dino DNA and then used, I believe, frog DNA to quote unquote fill in the gaps. And I think that's part of the reason why the dinosaurs were able to breed rather, and adapt in the way that they did, unexpected by the scientists. And using like amphibian or reptile DNA is probably not the best way to go when filling in the blanks for dinosaurs, but either way, that's what they did, I'm pretty sure. And so it's a really nice kind of Easter egg inclusion, and it fits really well and can hide really well in the set. This one's pretty prominent here, but I think it fits well, and I don't think it's the first time a brown frog has been used to indicate dung. I believe actually in Lion Knight's castle, there's one of these that is below a where one might use the restroom, and I think that's supposed to be kind of a funny thing there. And then there is kind of a play feature here, in that this all comes off very easily. It's not studded down, and inside we have some berries in here, and I think this is maybe Ellie finds these berries in the dung, and maybe they're making the animal sick or making whatever happens. So we do have hidden in there, and that's like the cherry piece that I see sometimes on holiday, like wreaths and stuff as a detail, or the Winter Village, but it's in a slightly different color, and you do get an extra one of those, which is really nice. So that's cool as a small little side build. There's definitely some stuff to be said about it. I think I like the idea of it more than I like, and kind of like the details and stuff, and the hidden stuff and the Easter egg stuff more than the actual like build and actually having this. It doesn't add a ton of value, but I like the frog. I like the little stuff inside. I do like these this color of these leaves. I don't have a ton of those, so that's really, really nice. So little pile of dung. And then what the rest of the build is here is this vehicle, which I have incorrectly in the past referred to as a Jeep. There are Jeeps on Jurassic Park. In fact, the Dilophosaurus ambush set has one, and so does the Brachiosaurus set. But this is a Ford Explorer, rather. And the reason I know that is because on the back we do get some branding there. And I think it might be one of those common misconceptions that people have. Certainly I have it, that I just always remember all of the Jurassic Park vehicles, particularly this one in this styling and this color, as being Jeeps, when in fact they are not. So this is a bulk of the build, and I was really interested in this because I do have the T-Rex breakout diorama, which came with like 1.5 of these Ford Explorers, and I wanted to see if this was exactly the same or just similar, or what the deal was. And I think it's pretty much identical or almost identical. It's very, very close, which is kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing in my opinion. I do like it more when Lego like kind of does the same stuff but changes it up between sets and alters stuff if it's different designers or if it's whatever. But this is a really nice vehicle. It is 6 wide, but I believe it can hold at least 2, maybe 4, maybe 5 different characters, which is really, really nice for something as narrow as this is. It's relatively small footprint. I think it uses these, I don't know if, I think this is the newer dark clear, or like the translucent black or translucent brown. I think we saw that first on the pirate snub fighter for Star Wars, and I have a feeling this might be that new color. And if I'm right, and it is, it looks really, really nice, and it'd be interesting to compare it to the other one. So I think this looks great. I love these rims. These are, I think, pretty much only used in these sets. Those are printed, but we can see we do have some other stickers here. So we have a sticker on the back for the 4. I do not like putting these on the side of the brick that's right by this fender here, and it's small, and I would have liked that to be a print. There's not really many prints in this set, and I would always like more of them. Maybe that could be one, but maybe not. Maybe some of these type ones are more make more economical sense to print because they might be used in more sets. But either way, small sticker here, 2 stickers there on the door. If we look at the front, I love the way the grille is created here, using these, hollow stud with the bar there and having one go up and one go down. It's really nice. A couple like kind of droid arm pieces and a bar element curving around the side. We get some translucent slopes under there indicating lights. Same up here, which is really nice. The whole build for this front assembly is very simple but really effective, and it looks really, really good. Other side is pretty much the same. We do get an extra kind of thing here. I think is supposed to be a light. So we have that sticker, sticker, sticker as well. Same rims and everything. And to the back, I already kind of showed it. We do get the sticker with the Ford Explorer branding there, some Jurassic Park detailing, and we have a sticker here with the Jurassic Park logo and the number of the vehicle that this is. There is one more sticker, and that is on the inside, which I will open up and show, but we can see there's kind of a lot of access here. So this is all open, and you can see pretty well through all this. So this is windowed, and the top is windowed too, which I think is a really, really nice thing there. And actually, from a certain angle, we can see that other sticker on the dash. But this whole top part, it only studs down a couple places, so it does give you more access to the inside, especially for positioning figures in there. So we do get a steering wheel, and then we get this GPS kind of map of, I think it's Isla Sorna or Isla Nublar. I can't remember which one's which. And then there's some jumper plates to stud people down and a little space at the back for cargo. So really economical build to be able to get minifigures in there. Let me just put some people in there and see what we can do here. Because I think people wanted for a long time a 6 wide vehicle that could fit 2 minifigures side by side, and they've done it here, and they did it on this Ford Explorer that's in that diorama set, and we can fit more in the back of this, and maybe somebody or something can be put here in the back as well. And I think that's really, really well done. So these Jurassic Park vehicles, this one and then the Jeep and the Dilophosaurus ambush set, have both been really, really good. I think I liked that Jeep a little more. It did surprise me a little more, but this is such an iconic vehicle that it's hard to complain about it. The colors are all really, really nice. The build is pretty simple, but I think at the end it's like a really good toy and also a really good display set. I do like this detail at the roof, and everything just comes together really nicely, and it feels very cohesive and very accurate and very fun. So I'm really, really happy with this. But I did want to take a moment to compare it to the one from the diorama set here. So here we have the one. Oh, and I actually have an Ian Malcolm in there, but it is with they are wet on this one. So it's not identical, but it's very, very close. If we look at the front, we can see how the grill is done slightly differently. And I don't know if I like one better or worse than the other. I did like how there is some consistency in here in some of the things, like these same bar elements. For the most part, how these were done are the same. Actually, when I'm looking at this, the one from the diorama might be wider a little bit. No, it can't be. It's just that these pieces are wider at the front. So at the tip and the tail, those are wider there than the newer one is. But other than that, like a ton of similarities at the bottom, couple small differences. If we turn to the side, I think these are the exact same stickers. It's nice that there's some consistency in, well, one of these being 4, one of these being 5, which is nice. And I think the back indicates that as well, 4 and 5. And those are the same kind of stickers there. And again, at the back, a little different. There's an extra stud on either side of the license plate there. So it makes this a little bit wider than the newer one. Other than that, from the back, it looks like this is pretty much the same. Trying to tell if the color is much different, because I think it is, but maybe it's not. It's sort of hard to tell. The roofs are very, very similar, but not exactly the same, which is interesting and nice. So pretty cool. And then the inside is also somewhat similar and somewhat not. There's a little bit of color difference for like the back of the seat. Studding down is the same. The sticker on the inside is the same. The one from the diorama has what's supposed to be the water glasses there. And it does have like a flashlight thing at the back. So it's like a 2x4 with jumpers at the back instead of just a tile. So really, really similar, but very, very nice. Let me make sure I put these on the right way here, on the right one. And it's good that they, actually the one from the diorama set also has these windshield wipers, which I think are a pretty valuable inclusion in my opinion, and would have been nice if we would have gotten those same kind of thing in here. I think that would have been, easily doable, and it does add a little extra something, especially given the movie. So maybe I would have liked to see that, but these are very, very close to each other. I think, they could display next to each other and most people wouldn't probably be able to immediately notice the difference. And that's a good thing and a bad thing. The differences are minor, but exist. And I do like that it's not exactly the same, because I don't necessarily want designers to just be like, okay, I'm going to take what somebody else already designed and just do it again. I like that there's a slight bit of difference here. So that's really, really nice. The diorama set, you only get 1.5 of these Ford Explorers. Now in this set you get another one, so it's nice to have more than one of these, especially if you were going to do an elaborate Jurassic Park scene with multiples of these on a track or whatever else. So pretty cool, and glad I was able to kind of compare and contrast these two different versions of the same vehicle that, for the most part are pretty much the same, but not exactly, which is very, very cool. I will quickly just show the sticker sheet. Not too bad. Just these small ones I don't love putting on. The rest of them are fine. I would love for the Jurassic Park logo one to be a print. I would love the one on the hood to be a print too. They aren't. Not too big of an issue, but it would be great, especially when these are a premium priced product, and this vehicle doesn't feel like $50, right? But then we have the two minifigures, we got the little Dung side build, and we have the big molded dino, and together it's very difficult for me to try to give an estimate on what this is worth, or what this is worth. So that one with the diorama, the T-Rex one, is a brick built dinosaur, and it's $100, but it's the whole like diorama base, which eats up a lot of parts. It's like 4 or 5 minifigures, and 1.5 of these explorers, and I can't remember how many pieces that had exactly, but because it's brick built, that is that's a considerable difference, or would make for a considerable difference in piece counts. I think this is a little overpriced. I don't know what this actually adds at the end of the day, nor do I know about the minifigures, even if they're all quite good. This, I think, is really exceptional. I think 40 feels good for this, or closer to good. 50 just feels a little bit steep for me. Lego's expensive, and that's true in many cases. I thought the Dilophosaurus ambush set, though, the $20 set, was a pretty good value at the end of the day. So this one doesn't feel like tremendous value to me, especially compared to that. But there are a lot of really good things here, and I'm certainly happy I was able to get this, and certainly happy to have built it. Yeah, probably just a hair overpriced, in my opinion. I mean, I'm always asking for Lego to be a little bit cheaper. If this was $30, great. If it was $35, better than what it's at now. 50 does feel a bit steep to me, given what I have here. 40, I could buy into 40, I think, making sense, given how good this is and maybe new it is and everything. If I really work very hard to justify Lego's pricing schemes, I can probably make this make sense for $50, but my gut isn't telling me that that's where I want this to be. So that's sort of my reaction. I will show the extra pieces here. We do get, like I said, an extra of this berry piece in that nice color, extra foliage piece here. We do get a shovel, which is a minifigure accessory that I did not have on Ian Malcolm. Extra translucent cheese slopes there, tiles, a little plate, some 1x1s, some bar elements, fine extra pieces. But this is nice to get an extra of, and these are always nice as well. So at the end of the day, I think this is like a really good set. I think this dinosaur is quite good. I think the Dung build is funny and fun, and there's neat little things in it. I think the Explorer build is a really, really good vehicle. And I just think it's a bit overpriced, but I just think this is, I think all these sets are probably going to be really quite good. And so I'm very happy with it. I just wish it was a little bit cheaper. And of course, I'm very grateful and very happy I was able to get this set and build this set early before it releases. And if anybody watching is debating on whether to get this or a different one, or this one or that one or the other one, maybe they find this video helpful. And if you do, please leave a comment. And if you like this video, consider giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, consider subscribing to it so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I will be doing in the future, including some more of the newly releasing on June 1st, 2023, Lego Jurassic Park 30th anniversary sets. I will be talking about a couple of the other ones. I've already done this one, already done the Dilophosaurus attack. There's the 4+ set, which I'm not sure about. The Brachiosaurus set, I'm pretty sure I'm going to check that one out. And then I'm not so sure about the biggest one, but we will see what happens. So if you're interested in seeing those, subscribe. And then I'm also going to have a ton of other Lego content coming up. So subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And until next time, thanks. Bye.